Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to edit your pictures in Photoshop. You're going to learn how to make your pictures look much better, and also if you shot in RAW, you're going to be able to gather those details that you were not able to see before, and actually you're going to have more control of your pictures rather than just shooting in JPEG. If you guys don't know what's the difference between RAW and JPEG, I will soon make a video about it, explaining what's the difference between these two categories. So yep, make sure that you guys subscribe, activate the bell, and also remind to like this video because it helps me to grow this channel, and it also helps me to bring you more tutorials just because the algorithm is gonna like me, and then we're gonna be able to bring more videos regarding tutorials and also how cinematography, videography, photography, and all of this ography work. Anyways guys, without any further ado, I'm gonna start with the tutorial. Okay guys, we are now in Photoshop. What I'm gonna be doing, as you can see here, basically this is a RAW file. I've shot it with, I didn't shoot it myself, as a friend of mine shot it for me, but basically I asked them to shoot it in RAW, and then basically I'm able now to gather more information from the picture, whereas with a JPEG I would not be able to do that. What I like doing before I start color grading and color correcting and stuff like that, I like to get my exposure right. So the way I do this, this is something that I've recently learned, is hold Alt and then you just kind of go scroll. As soon as you start seeing this, let's say colors on your screen, you should stop. And now you kind of get that, and then with the same with the highlights, I see that, so I should just go back. Boom, that's fine, that should be fine. Now let's go with the shadows. I see those, so I'm gonna go all the way back here. As you can see now, we've kind of like exposed this a bit better. Now with the whites, yep. So whenever you start seeing this, you should go back. Of course, you need to hold Alt if you are on Windows. There we go. And then the blacks. Boom. Okay, so this should be, let's say, perfectly exposed. I'm gonna just increase a bit more the contrast. Okay, that's it. And now I'm also kind of like gonna change this because that day was a bit more sunny, so I'm gonna change my white balance. There we go. And then I'm gonna put him up a bit pink. That's it. There we go. So now we can see the difference before and after. We've kind of exposed it much better, and we were able to pick up all those details that we lost while shooting. Okay, now what I like to do is increase a bit the texture, not too much. Let's see. So this is 0. You just tiny bit to make the edges more sharp, as you can see here. Can you see? So it goes from a bit like faded to be more sharp. Perfect. Okay, I like this. Now I'm gonna add a bit of clarity. There we go, to make it be more clear. Okay, and now the dehaze usually makes it a bit darker. Depends, here makes it more faded, and here a bit darker. I like it around there. Yes. So now it looks a bit much better than it looked at the beginning, as you can see. Now, usually with the curves, I don't play as much because I'm still learning how to use them. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But usually the way it goes is basically on the right you have the highlights, on the left you have the, not the highlights, on the right you have the whites, on the left you have the blacks, in the middle you have the midtones, and here you have the highlights, and here you have the shadows. So let's actually play with it a bit. Let's make 3 dots. The reason I'm doing that is to separate all the different kind of points, which is basically here, as I said, blacks, shadows, midtones, then we have the highlights, and then we have the whites. So what I'm gonna do, as I see, let's say the shadows, they're still a bit dark, I'm gonna try to increase them. Oops, that's too much. And then the midtones, I'm gonna make them a bit darker. And then the white, no highlights, I'm gonna increase them a bit because I want my face to pop a bit more. And then the white, I'm gonna decrease them a bit. Okay, so yeah, it's starting to look much better, at least for me. Okay, now we're gonna play with the hue, saturation, luminance. Before I do anything, I just go to hue and then start playing with those hue, what's it called, colors, to basically kind of get like a different kind of feel. I don't like that. I kind of like this because it's kind of warmer. To be honest, actually, let's start playing with the saturation. I'm going to decrease the reds because there are too red on my face, as you can see here. I'm going to decrease that a bit more. Perfect. Now the oranges, I'm going to increase them a bit more so we have the color more vibrant, but at the same time it looks like my face is burnt now, so just right about there. Now I'm gonna decrease the yellows because I don't like my trees to be what's it called, that yellowish, even though that day it was kind of yellow, but I like them to be a bit more colder because it was also not that, what's it called, warm, to be honest, that day. There we go. Now the grass, we have the greens. Okay, yep, they're going a bit darker. Okay, I like that. Now let's go to the sky. Yeah, no, that's too much. As you can see here, it's starting to look really dodgy, so I'm gonna decrease that a bit by much. And then this is my hoodie. Yeah, let's increase a bit the color. That's it. And now this one over here, just a tiny bit more. There we go. Now the luminance, we're gonna play with that too. So the luminance is basically how light the color is gonna be, how dark or light is gonna be. So for example, the reds, if I increase them, it's gonna look a bit more, let's say wherever the reds tint or color is gonna be basically more bright. Okay, the same with the oranges. That's it. Now the greens, I'll do the same. Yep. Now for the yellows, if I do that, it's gonna increase the color. Yeah, because the face is gonna be brighter, so I like that being bright. Okay, now the aquas is basically the sky. It doesn't do much over there. There you go. And this is my hoodie. I'm gonna make it a bit brighter. The same with this one over here. Now I'm gonna start playing with the hue. I don't know why I love the hue so much, because I can change my colors to so many different combinations and it's so much fun, honestly. Okay, I like this. It's kind of getting warm. Like the day was it wasn't as warm here in the UK. It tends to be really cold, to be honest, in winter at least, and that day wasn't as cold as it should be. Perfect. And maybe I'm gonna increase a bit more the clarity of it. That's it. And then make this a bit much more warmer. That's it. Okay. And the final thing, what I like playing with is with the primary colors, which is basically red, green, and blue. This usually is where the magic happens, for me at least. And I tend to kind of like play with them to see what kind of feel I get. Okay, I like that. Let's increase this a bit. Boom. Okay. And I'll see around here. It's okay. And then the blues. Oh my god, that actually looks so sick. I love that. Okay, there you go. Now we can see the before and after, how it starts looking. Honestly, I love it so much. Here we have the midtones, shadows, and highlights. This is how we're gonna grade our, let's say, picture. Let's go for the highlights. The highlights, let's say we're gonna make them a bit kind of warmer. Around, no, that's not warm. That's it. Perfect. And we're gonna just decrease a tiny bit. That's it. There we go. Now the shadows, let's make the shadows let's say not pinkish. Let's actually make them, no, blue is too much. What about green? Green, that gives you like a really vintage kind of look. Actually, I'm gonna go, no, that's too much. Let's go towards the blue. Oops, towards the blue, but we're gonna decrease that and let's blue. That's it. And the midtones, I'm gonna say let's go again for the orange, yellowish. I don't want it too much. Around here. Okay. And actually what I'm gonna do is again increase the dehaze a bit, so we make it a bit more darker. Perfect. And let's say the exposure is okay. The only thing, I would like my shadows a bit more exposed. Perfect. There you go. Now, as for the curves, as I said, I'm still learning how to use those curves, but let's try to play with them. Okay. Okay guys, now that we have reached this side, all I'm gonna do now is open the picture. Hi guys, I'm just gonna interrupt the video here just because from now on all the footage that I want to show you is not possible to show you. It's just because it just didn't record. It recorded up to like 18 minutes and then it stopped recording. So all I did after this, it was use the levels, and then I used the color balance, and then basically I just changed some adjustments on there, and that's pretty much it. I didn't do much on this picture, and yeah, I'm really sorry about this, but I hope you guys understand, and in the future I'll try to make sure that the footage is being recorded properly. Okay guys, so I think you're gonna be able to see the picture, the before and after on screen. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If so, please like, subscribe, and remember to basically activate the bell so you're notified whenever my videos come up. If you guys are interested what's the difference between a RAW file and a JPEG, stay tuned because that's gonna be one of my next videos coming up. Okay guys, I think that's it. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much and goodbye.